And we are finally back with Bioshock Infinite.
God.
There it goes. We're gonna just play Bioshock Infinite at this point. We're gonna go till a little over an hour. We're gonna do easy difficulty, because I'm tired. I don't care. I'm not Gerard the Completionist or whoever. I'm just gonna play this how I want to goddamn play it. And I will admit, this is the Bioshock game I like the most.
Yeah.
It loses a lot of what made the other Bioshocks unique. And honestly, I don't think it belongs as part of the Bioshocks, if that makes sense. Because in my mind, I look at the Bioshocks the way that Cloverfield is.
No.
Which is, this game was meant to be done with things? No. How am I trying to word this? I don't look at it like the Mario series or the Call of Duty series. Right? Actually, I don't know about Call of Duty. It's not like Mass Effect. Mass Effect, there should be a continuous narrative.
As compared to what?
Right?
Standing.
Not standing.
Mass Effect is a series of trilogies. It should be treated as
Stand
such.
on it.
So you expect
Right?
me to shoulder the burden?
In my opinion,
I don't
Bioshock...
expect you to do all the
Bioshock 2 should have been a DLC for
rowing.
Bioshock
It was your
1.
idea.
My
And
idea.
Bioshock
I made it
Infinite
very
should have been
clear I don't
Bioshock
believe
2.
in the exercise.
Heroic.
This should have been part of a...
That's wonderful exercise.
The entire theme of Bioshock should be like System Shock of, here is Weird City, weird shit happen, have powers, kill
One goes into an
things.
experiment knowing one.
Possibly have literary
It's not fun to take an
reference?
experiment knowing one has failed.
We get back
And
to
that's where my brain goes, of,
We're never going to
that's
get
what
there.
No,
this
I
needs
mean,
to
I'd
be,
greatly
right?
appreciate it if
Yeah.
you would assist.
That's what Bioshock
You should
should
ask
be.
him.
And yes, Bioshock Infinite is technically a different universe, but then they start bringing in universe hopping, and then the DLC brings you back to Rapture,
He doesn't
and
know.
it's like, we didn't need to go back to Rapture, we were done.
Ah,
Rapture was over. We could have had a prequel for Rapture. It's not like Fallout where it's all a shared universe, or in this case it would be a multiverse. I want it to be a bunch of different places that are thematically similar. That's my brain on it. And I know I'm a weirdo when it comes to that, because most people like the fact that this brought them back to Rapture. But to me it's like, we were done with Rapture. Rapture
shall
didn't
we
need
tell him
to
when he'll
continue.
be returning?
Would that change anything?
It might give him some comfort.
At least that's something we can agree on.
There's the twins.
Hey.
I like...
Somebody meeting me here?
I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
I do like the Lucettes. I like the fact that there's always a lighthouse. I like when it thematically and visually mimics itself. Right?
Yeah.
But I don't like that, like, oh, well, the songbird is from the same species as,
Excuse me. It's Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting me?
sorry, I don't like that they made the songbird, like, this is the same concept and species as the Big Daddies.
Seriously?
Yeah, and like, oh, we made them out of the exact same technology, even though this game literally takes place 40 years before the Big Daddies were made.
What? Wait, no, I'm confused. What?
Is anyone
what do you mean
here?
The same? I've never heard
Hello?
that many names.
Like, in the DLC, where they go to Rapture,
Okay.
right? You,
Oh, there's DLC for this game where you go to Rapture?
yes.
Oh, I've never played that DLC.
Yeah, and you end up finding out that Songbird was made out of Big Daddy technology. And so the, like, what do you call them? The things that give you powers
Shit.
are made out of the same stuff as the plasmids, but they're not. And it's like, oh, so that's why they're thematically similar, because they're the same thing. It's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that,
Wait a minute, that card.
right? Don't do that to me. Make it so that they're all different, right? Thematically similar does not mean it has to be the same thing. Just like I can have a universe where Thor is in there and it doesn't have to be Marvel's Thor, right?
Yeah.
I can have a dude with a hammer and it doesn't have to be Marvel's Thor. Right? You can have similar ideas without it having to be the same goddamn thing. At least that's... And yeah, I realize it's also a separate universe, but the way it's put together, it's kind of not, and it's weird. And you know what? I'm realizing that sloppy alternate universe usage is the same shit for me as time travel is for Mikella.
Oh?
Hey, Mikella, what's your opinions on time travel that aren't like Back to the Future?
Please don't.
All right.
Go away.
Looks like they expect
Don't
me
give me
to
that
sit
nonsense.
fancy shit.
Okay, and why is Back to the Future okay?
It stays on the same set of characters.
Uh-huh.
Make yourself ready,
More or
Token.
less.
The bindings are there at the safe side.
It is the same person that goes back in time. Or forward in time, depending.
No, no, God damn it!
And it only focuses on one
Ascension in the count of
of
5.
the world, I guess.
Count of 4.
No, no.
Okay.
Like, there was a... So I like watching the other rap battles of history, and there was one where they were talking about, Doctor Who versus Doc Brown.
Yes.
And one of the comments that the Doctor Who character said was that he can't even invent a way out of Hill Valley. Well, I kind of like that, where it's like, I don't have to worry about the butterfly effect of, I fix this one thing, and the whole entire world changes. That I will admit that does happen once when, what's his face? Michael J. Fox's character.
Marty.
Marty goes back with the book.
Well, actually, it's
From the
Biff who
future.
goes back with the book.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but
No,
Biff
no, and
becomes the rich and powerful person, and that was the butterfly effect sort of thing. But it doesn't.
Right.
It only affects the Hill Valley people, not
Well,
the
it
whole
does.
entire
It
universe.
does affect the whole entire universe. Just that for most people, it's a minor change.
Yeah.
For his family, it's bigger because it's closer to him. And yeah, I recognize that Bioshock isn't time travel; it's different universes, but it gets too messy, right? And I'm fine with multiverses when it's built in from the beginning. And Infinite feels like it wasn't. And bringing in the original felt too... Like, you either have to just ignore the first two games and say, well, it's a different Rapture, which is what you're doing in the chat right now, or you have to look at it as, well, now the other two games have an entirely different tone, because you can't say that there's no gods and no masters when you have a girl with multiversal powers. So, I don't know, that's just me. I think they should have just left Rapture out of it entirely, because it muddies it. Giving us different versions of Columbia, I'm fine with.
See, I never had this problem because I never looked at DLC. I just thought it was a good game in and of itself. I think that Bioshock Infinite is a great game by itself.
Yes.
I've never seen any of the other Bioshock movies being played.
Oh, okay. The Rapture DLC is a separate universe? I can see that.
Shut up, Mom.
BSI's version of Rapture, not the actual Rapture.
Yes. Now, it is also something I wish that they would keep doing with these, which they haven't, is the same reason of, like, why I think... I guess, but when it's fanfic made by the creators, it counts as canon to me.
Excuse me. Where am
I mean, it doesn't have to.
Or as close as we'll see till Judgment Day.
They did that because people loved Rapture and wanted to go back. It was just fanfic.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's what I was responding to.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
As every year on this day of days.
Now, like,
Red's brain is fuzzy.
I do wish that this had been... I do wish that this had been the game that this series had survived. And nothing against Far Cry, I like Far Cry. But I do wish that this was a series that had survived to give us the ability to take a deep, hard look at ourselves. Because, yes, we already get that long, hard look at ourselves with Bioshock 1 and 2 and Bioshock Infinite, but I would like to continue that look through this lens. And Far Cry is good at it too. I just prefer a sci-fi lens myself.
If the prophet had only prayed for our deliverance and not left
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a money grab, admittedly.
would have been enough.
And it sucks, because 2K went under shortly after this.
They did?
And a lot of their games got bought out by other companies.
Would have been enough. If the
And like
prophet
2K's parent company survived, but they lost the rights to Bioshock in that time,
Oh, that sucks.
and ended up firing the whole team.
Oh.
If the prophet had just
And that's what had happened to them when they did System Shock,
not expelled the Vox Populi,
which was the series before this. And like,
would have been enough.
I'm waiting for the third Shock series to come along. And it won't be called Shock, I understand that. But I want that to come along, so that we can get a better
Is it someone new? Someone from
game,
the
another game like this.
newly come to Columbia to be watered clean before
Let me through.
our founders and our Lord.
Let me through.
I just need passage into the city.
And yeah, I can understand wanting to play Far Cry 5, because killing white
Brother, the
supremacists
only way to
may be very cathartic, I'll
In
admit.
this day and age.
Yeah, I'm not saying go out and kill actual people, but I am saying playing Far Cry 5 should be a lot of fun.
Kill the video game characters, not actual people.
Same reason why it's fun to go up against the Falmor in Skyrim.
Right?
I will say there is one part because I've seen some Cerberus in Mass Effect.
Yeah, Cerberus is another good one to go up against. And isn't there an equivalent in Dragon Age as well?
I mean, there's
The Church has a bit of it, right?
What? No. You
No.
still up against the Chantry?
I'm not saying you go up against them, I'm saying the whole white supremacy angle.
What do you
What?
want?
Oh. No, that would be the Splinter Imperium.
That's who I meant, thank you.
I told you. Not gonna do it.
Alright, so this is us hallucinating when we gave away our daughter. And then seeing the universe where Columbia attacks the city. And it's kind of ridiculous overall. Killing imaginary ones, again, very cathartic. Can't blame you there. And see, that's why I like this game, because it points out my two biggest problems with... Honestly, a lot of the type of people I grew up with, this is a very Flanderized version,
Yeah.
but the idea of the Founding Fathers were these infallible people, right?
Yeah.
And that they were perfect Christian representations, which Washington I might buy was a devout man,
Yeah.
but like Franklin slept with everything.
That's why we like Franklin.
And Jefferson, well, one, kept sex slaves, you can't really avoid that.
Yeah.
And two, he was a practicing deist and nudist who believed that not only was God hidden within man, but that by wearing clothes all the time you were hiding God. So just feel the breeze. Meaning that since President 3, we've had a president who liked to whip it out in the middle of meetings. It did not start with Lyndon B. Johnson. It started with Jefferson and his little Jefferson.
I wonder if we'll get
Yeah, and there were American Nazis who thought Washington was the first fascist. Skippy, send me in Discord what the word you tried to use in chat was, just so I can see what's getting blocked, and see if it's one of the ones that's supposed to be blocked, or if it's like the word stupid that found its way back onto the blocked list. Because stupid was not supposed to be there. Right? Stupid I had purposely taken off of the blocked list that they gave me at VidCon as like a suggestion list.
Yeah.
And I said, no, we have an adult enough group that they can say stupid and not worry about it. And lo and behold, the list put itself back.
Well, that's some bullshit.
Right. And like some of the words I specifically didn't want on there, like a lot of the, basically any slur, I took off of the list. And I thought is a bit over enthusiastic. Unless it's Dr. Velo. For some reason, he can get through the swear filter sometimes. I've yet to figure out how he does that.
Creativity, mostly.
No, somebody just spells it normally. I think he overwhelms it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But be careful with saying it too much in Twitch chat, because it can kick you. I like Nightbot. He's very helpful. He tries his best. The Prophet Comstock leads his people out of the Sodom below. A miracle child is born, the future of the city is secured. Maybe stop comparing America to Sodom, because they have some very, very big problems with being compared to Sodom. There is a point system, yes. A couple point systems. Yeah, don't compare America to Sodom. I mean, first off, Sodom's biggest sin was not helping people, and I guess that is America's biggest problem. But I'm just gonna eat some ground candy. That's the first thing I do in a game. Find candy on the ground and eat it. Uh-oh.
Don't fall down.
No. I do love that the life system is basically you got whisked back.
Is this girl?
Yeah.
Hey, a kinetoscope.
Beware the false shepherd.
Beware the false shepherd. The false shepherd seeks to only lead our lamb astray. Who is the false shepherd? Is it him? Is it him? Or him?
Maybe the false shepherd is
Is
a
it
girl.
you?
Only our vigilance protects the lamb from the false shepherd.
Oh, you see, it let that one through. I don't know why it's yelling at you for that, Skippy.
Fiend.
Oh, we got an achievement.
Yay.
Oh no, we got a 37th of an achievement.
Ah. Oh yeah, because you gotta view all of them.
Yeah, it's one of those completionist dealies. Where are they?
Oh, where's the barbershop quartet?
Yes. Are they on the car?
It looks like they're right there.
Nope.
Oh.
They're on the car. Columbia's gayest quartet.
God only knows.
Yeah, I know. It's... You know, I think it's actually the word fascist that got blacked out. Because I was trying to specifically avoid people calling each other that. Not realizing that we might just have a discussion about fascism. Because I thought, man, I wonder, with our super intellectual group, only one of them survived AIDS in the 1930s. Oh. Do not pick 77. Stop. Lutisse. Okay.
Speaking of music in this game,
Yes.
there is one section in this whole game that,
I agree.
like, holds great nostalgia for me. And it was not one that you all would think, I would say. Because it is a song, or it is a work of music that I was actually working on when this game originally came out. And it is Mozart's Requiem. We were working on that whole entire work of music. And there is one section in this game that plays it. Almost in its entirety.
This is sadly not the section where I get to shoot crows out of my wrists.
I love that part. That is my favorite plasmid. Or whatever they're
Or,
called.
they're vigors in this game.
Oh yeah, vigors.
Where are you, Satan?
How much lyrics, Satan? Is it the section where you shoot? Oh yeah, shoot.
Again, sadly, not shooting crows out of my wrists right now. What I am shooting is fire. A gun? What? I'm gonna use an air rifle. Shoot 20 points to win a coin curse. Coin curse? Coin purse. There we go.
I'll even throw in a bonus if you bag the anarchist Daisy Fitzroy.
Me.
Natural gunslinger.
I wonder if this game is easier or harder to do on PC than the game.
Well, I prefer shooters on PCs anyway, so I am having a heck of a time right now.
This horrible game is the entire plot of Penny Dreadful.
Those fox are waking in their boots.
What, seriously?
The save the woman from the devil thing.
Oh! Yeah, kind of.
Second place. I got some Silver Eagles. What song are they playing? Did anyone ever see that documentary, Confederate States of America? No, it was a documentary. It was one of those alternate reality documentary things. Right.
No.
Oh, the handyman. This is messed up. Because it says doctor recommended. They recommend that you put your organs and head into this thing.
Yeah.
Because, oh, look how sickly he is. But now he can move his arms. I mean, technically. But at what cost? Salt machine. Breathe in those smelling salts. Ah. Ben Franklin. Oh, what's this one? Free samples
Give me one of those.
of possession, which you suck out of her tit.
What?
The bottle for possession, her left boob is the top of the bottle.
Oh god! I mean, snake oil was a thing.
Snakake oil.
Penny Dreadful blames all of the party's problems on the devil. Yeah, they kind of do.
Possession.
Press to turn machine into allies.
Oh, cool. Let's make machines friendly. Apparently it doesn't work on that guy.
You are out of salts.
I clearly am not.
Well, you were.
Fucking Bronco. Can I possess you?
To give you money, yes.
Darn it, but I want him to give me things. I want to steal his cotton candy. Can I not steal the kitten?
On the ticket taker. You need more salt.
Where is the ticket taker?
That guy who you were standing by.
I thought it only worked on... Does it not only work on machines? Oh, that's the ticket taker.
Well, as it isn't assemblyman Buford, your spot at the Wrath of the Winks.
Oh,
These two.
Come on, let me
Oh,
through.
these two.
the Latisse.
Four tails.
Heads.
Told you.
Heads again.
That is satisfying as I'd imagined.
Chin up. What's next time?
These two freaked me out.
I love that it's, Shep's voice.
Oh, yeah. It's weird knowing some of the things you know
Right?
later about them.
Yes, it is.
Wish I had a gun. But I don't.
This little beauty? The whole division got them.
Those things that
I'm gonna look at
the...
the Mountain Dew.
Go get some Mountain Dew.
Yep. And I'm fading faster, guys.
You're fine.
I am rolling over mail.
Madam Lutece, I have read all your books on the sciences.
Keep an eye out for Bread Boy. What's
It's
Bread
not a
Boy?
fit occupation for a lady.
Watch out for his mark.
She's just
Ads.
our cleverness.
You need ad
Is it
block
true
to
that
stop
only
this
you are
man.
allowed to visit the girl in the tower? If the lamb is lonely too, I should like to meet her. as we would have much in common. Warmest regards, Constance.
Red's singing in the kitchen, and I don't know what they're singing.
Oh, you missed the barrel.
The barrel?
Right there. Nothing in the barrel. Never mind.
Give me that money.
You're gonna need to find more salt.
Need some cigarettes.
And now, the 1912 raffle has officially begun!
Mister!
Sorry, no sale.
Silly? There's never a charge for the raffle. You've been sleeping under a rock?
77.
77. That's a lucky number. I'll be rooting for you.
Bring me the bowl!
Oh, they're gonna hate me right now.
Why? What?
Because I know what the raffle is.
What's the raffle?
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
The winner is number 77!
What do you know?
Number 77, come and claim your prize!
And the prize is beating the shit out of an interracial couple. Yep. The raffle is racism. Yep. This is a racist bit here, of course.
Yep.
Or are you taking your coffee black these days? Oh,
And if you don't
we've
throw
got a
it...
shy one here.
Bitch.
Wait. It's
Did you
him.
throw it?
I tried to throw it at the guy's face,
Good.
but they don't let you throw it because this game's about the illusion of choice.
Yeah, that's true. They are.
And that's one thing, and you're gonna hate what I'm about to say here. It's one of the worst ones for illusion of choice, like worse than Mass Effect even.
Hey!
Mass Effect is all about illusion of choice.
Hey!
None of your choices outside the first game actually change anything.
That's not true. There are choices in the second game that do affect things.
Okay, do they affect the fact that the Reapers are coming? Then they change nothing.
But they do change things. In fact, they do change things so much
Such a bloody...
that they actually affect the outcome of how you interact in the war. For instance, my cousin has never been able to get the death and Quarian on his side, whereas I'm able to do it every single time.
Okay, that's a strategic choice. That's different. I'm talking story changes that are more than, oh, you have this army helping you too.
But that is a story change, because then it affects like what endings you get.
To a small extent, yes. And I'm not denying that.
You
Just
just took that man's head.
Yes, I
clean
did.
off.
What I'm saying is that a lot of the choices there, a lot of the minor choices don't actually change anything.
Whatever.
They are meant to create an illusion
Okay, fine.
of, oh, I made a choice. I'm going to go down path A or path B, and then path A and B go to the same place.
Well, yeah, but it's like a choose your own adventure novel.
Right, and a lot of those, you just die. Which, like, as much as I dislike, there's one game I've seen with one big choice that actually changes the whole game,
Yeah.
and that's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Because at that point, you have to pick, are you with Cap or are you with Iron Man? And that actually changes the whole story. Not changing like, oh, well, now you have Nightcrawler with you, now you don't. Right? Which is something that happens in the first game. And that's what I'm talking about. Is that I'm not I don't have a problem with those small choices. And this game's worse at it than Mass Effect is one of the things I'm saying. I'm not saying that this game is better than Mass Effect.
I know that's not what you're saying.
Okay.
Son of a bitch is in the park! Cut him off! Don't let him
He killed himself. Fun.
you have a buddy.
Kinda.
Robot buddy. Whoa! You need to possess somebody with a gun.
There we go.
Coffee.
I lost sight of him.
To the left of you.
They definitely give off a Lannister sibling vibe.
Oh, the Latuses? Yeah.
Keep an eye out for Bread Boy.
Oh, you're... How far back is the chat for you?
There's a boy dancing around the sign holding some bread and he's just so happy.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
I haven't been looking.
That makes more sense as an answer.
Because my phone likes to be like, I'm gonna go dark now. I'm like, could you not do that maybe?
It's getting hot. What's going on?
Okay, let's see here. Ah, shit.
He's possessed. How is he still following you?
Because he's too strong to end flame.
Owie, look at that.
What just happened?
Okay, police line, do not cross. Oh, am I going backwards?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Okay. Running back.
All that and a can of beans.
Now everything's on fire.
Yep. It's a
Dude.
Kiss. You only live once.
Pop off her head.
Fire. Fire.
This...
Fire.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I'm a player.
This man is on fire.
What I love though is that it's so flaky because you can see like the skeleton. It burns down to a skeleton. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, this has some very, very weird visuals to it.
yeah, it's like messed up.
I wasn't no sample.
Hey,
Oh yeah, you can
Seaberry.
set that on fire.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Seaberry.
Hi, Seaberry. Boom.
There we go. Ah. Now I gotcha. I getcha. Hi, Seaberry. Sorry I didn't say hi with everyone else. I was being shot at.
He was. I need to stop doing that.
Into the blue ribbon we go. We got about another 25 minutes of Bioshock.
We're not gonna get to my favorite part.
No, definitely not.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part is the mausoleum.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not getting there today.
Yeah.
The mausoleum with the birds?
The crow guys?
No.
No?
The mausoleum of Mrs. Comstock.
Oh, yes.
Columbia begins her journey to spread America's vision of the world.
I mean, depending on your definition of America's vision. Yeah. Oh shit, no.
You did it again. I look back at opening day. Oh, here we go.
Here we are.
The prophet stands up to foes within and without. The Chinese boxers take hostage American innocents.
Chinese boxers.
Boxer rebellion. The prophet in Colombia stand up for America. What thanks does Colombia get? Washington to Comstock, stand down. We stand behind the prophet.
Yeah, there's some Americans who believe this would be ideal. While I can agree with the idea of a flying city, the rest of it I'm not too keen on.
Yeah, the Boxer Rebellion. We secede from the so-called Union.
But it seemed pretty unified. Better than you guys.
The cowardly America recalls her finest city. No thanks, says the prophet, we're fine on our own.
Secedes from Union, disappears into clouds. Just, that's it. That's the whole thing.
Yep.
Why are you following me?
Why are you following us?
Aperitif.
You'll find that handy.
The difference between...
Shield, accept.
What was that?
Surprising.
Surprising that it works.
I just thought of something when it comes to those what's
Soda pop. Yes. Man, it must be nice being able to eat oranges without taking damage.
Oh no, that was my cord.
Yeah, it was. Sorry.
It's okay.
You know what I think would be very interesting to see if it would work? Is when you do those video things and then you do the old 1920s voice or whatever.
Yes. Ah!
What if instead you tried to say them all like Sam Eagle?
Oh my god.
Ah,
Sandy.
that is a fine idea.
It's the American way! I kind of want to do it like one of those breathy 1940s announcer girls.
Oh yeah,
On
well,
the radio.
that is a good point too, Skippy. Good night, Seaberry. That is a good point too. That
If I could.
that this is a unified place for the most part.
You just knocked that man clear off of the platform.
I did.
He's dead now.
He had a family,
He
a
did.
wife, and some kids that he was also raising to be racist. Why he's raising his child bride, I don't know.
You know you sound like Tony the Tiger.
Racism! It's great! No, that's not correct, Tony. You work on that.
Unified except the thousands of armed rebels living in this weird city. Gotta work and keep things afloat in the bakery while the manager's out.
I do love the music in this game. It's very well put together music.
that because the music is all modern, done in old-timey
Oh no,
styles.
well, yes, I do love that. My God, I love that. But I'm talking more about the fact that like the music itself creates a sense of suspense and fear instead of a sense of exceptionalism. Because I am not the biggest fan of shooters where it's like you have to feel like you're awesome all the time. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like my shooters feeling like, oh god, we're all gonna die. I don't have enough salt for this. Somebody get on Twitch. Wait. We are on Twitch.
Come on, guys, be more salty.
Be more salty. We need salt. Help us.
I don't miss the happy music in the creepiest scenes. No, I kind of like creepy music in happy scenes. I mean, happy music in creepy scenes. Whatever. I know what. Am I being heard, by the way?
I think so.
Yay!
I love that I possess those robots.
Possessing the robots is fun. I sure hope you guys can hear me.
Let us know if you can hear Red in the comments below. Sorry, I'm thinking YouTube. Let us know if you can hear Red in the chat, please. Because Red can't hear Red.
I've turned off the volume on my phone.
Right.
So that we don't have an echo problem.
Again.
Yep.
Well-
I love Rob's tactic of standing right in front of the guys and just laughing until they die. Yay, I'm audible. Am I also adorable?
You know what I wish we had? A deal with Audible.
Audible is great. I need to write a book. I need to finish a book.
I need to finish writing my book, too.
Yep.
I've been promising that to our Patreon supporters. Of course,
Forever.
well, about a year now. When it is done, everyone who supports us on Patreon with at least $5 is gonna get it.
Yeah, I really need to work on mine too.
Because you deserve it, you guys.
Indeed.
The-
You just wish Crunchyroll worked? How do you mean Crunchyroll? I wish we could get Crunchyroll. My goodness. I mean, we have it as a service. We use it. We've been watching Boku no Hero Academia.
Oh my god!
Specifically on the Funimation half.
Abby! Bioshock in game. Yep.
Now, you know what? I do think Bioshock would work really well as a movie.
Which one?
Either the original or this one, but not number 2.
Yeah, definitely.
What's wrong with
2 is built too much around the concept of you playing the villain from 1,
Yeah.
and it suffers from the T2 problem. Ah, fuck.
You're almost dead.
No, I set off a grenade at my own feet.
Morning, good evening. Xbox app doesn't work at all, and the website isn't great. Like, the interface kind of sucks.
Yeah, the Roku app's great, but I will admit, they do purposely make it worse to entice you to buy the Verve app. And I do like Verve so much better. Verve is amazing by comparison. More delicious Mountain Dew.
Why does my foot itch so much.
Also, I think we may have fixed the deepening problem. I sure hope so anyway.
Yeah, we found out that the mic wasn't plugged into the right place.
Yeah, the mic was plugged in through the hub, which is where the camera was supposed to be plugged in, but not the microphone. And it kind of ended up drawing too much power through, basically through a filter. What the?
It's a horsey.
Fighting a dragon? Comstock fights the Serpent of Nations. Which, that's a Jew. That's a Jewish guy and a Chinese guy. I don't know what the guy in the back there is, but I bet it's also something racist.
Wait, where? Wait.
That's a black guy. That's a black guy with a bone through its nose.
Yeah, that's the most racist statue ever.
It's literally the most racist statue.
Reminds me of when my computer kept crashing and turns out the power cord wasn't all the way down.
John Wilkes Booth has a statue here.
Oh, ew! That guy's a dick!
Yeah, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But also he's a dick. Was a dick. Whatever.
I remember having to explain to kids in detail how Lincoln died last year.
What?
No, I mean, he died a lot longer ago than last year.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, how do they just... What? Well, every time I hear something about, like, how kids just don't understand how history works, I'm like, what the hell are we teaching kids nowadays?
They were in 5th grade. Which is the grade in which you learn about American history. So, it would make sense that... they knew he died, but it didn't make full sense till we had read them the book.
I tried signing up for Verve, and a glitch happened that required me to log in to sign up so that I could have login info to sign up for their service. It's not great.
Give it a try again. It's been working great for me. But again, my experience is not your experience, and I'm sorry yours hasn't gone so well. Finally. But yeah, we've been watching My Hero Academia.
It's awesome!
We're up to... we just got through the Hero Killer Stain arc. And, oh my god. Just, oh my... like,
All
go
the feels.
watch it.
Right?
Like...
why is it so damn cute? I've never had an anime where I literally can't, like, breathe because everything is so cute.
Are you telling me that you can't even?
Shut up.
That's a man with crows all around him.
Yes, we will get to the crows. Yay, it's my favorite thing ever.
I murdered these crows. Who the fuck's shooting at me? That guy. He was shooting at me.
Yes, Affy, we do know that a group of crows is called a murder.
Yep.
That was the joke.
Do you know that a group of ravens is called a melancholy?
A group of ferrets is a business.
Yay!
There's a couple other weird ones, and I can't think what they are.
Okay, hang on.
We're going to look these up.
Yes, look up what the different types of things are called. There's some that are weird.
I know there's one group of something called a harem.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, I got it. So a group of apes is called a shrewdness. A group of asses is called a pace. A group of badgers is called a set.
You're saying my mom's sending a family picture, it's a pace?
A giggle of girls. I believe it's called a gaggle. Not if you're in middle school. A bats is called a colony. A group of bears is called a sloth or a sleuth.
A sleuth of bears.
Yeah. A group of buffalo is called a gang. An obstinacy. Cats are a clouder, a pounce, or if they're kittens, a kindle, litter, or an intrigue of kittens. An intrigue of kittens.
We have an intrigue of kittens.
I want an intrigue.
I want an intrigue too.
Okay, a group of cattle is a drove. A group of deer is a bevy. A group of dogs is a cowardice. Or a cry, a mute, or a kennel. Elks is a gang. Foxes is a leash, a skulk, or an earth. Giraffes are a tower. Goats are a tribe or a trip. I got a trip of goats.
I saw a trip of goats.
A group of gorillas is called a band.
There's your crows.
A group of hippos is called a bloat.
I think there's gotta be one where it's like a group of something.
No, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Actually there is. A group of horses is called a heres, which is very close to a harem. A group of horses belonging to a single owner is called a stud or a string. A group of hyenas is called a cackle.
That makes sense.
A group of kangaroos is called a swoop. A group of leopards is called a leap. A group of martins is called a richness. A group of moles is called a labor.
Oh, so tomorrow is a group of moles day. Got it.
A group of monkeys is called a barrel.
You know what? That makes so much sense now.
A group of mules is called a span or a baron, which I feel like is just too on the nose. A group of otters is called a romp. A group of oxen is called a yoke. Groups of pigs are called a drift, a drove, a litter if they're young, a sounder of swine, a team or a passel of hogs, or if it's a group of boars, they're called a singular.
Found it! It's a group of seals.
A group of seals is a harem.
A group of seals can be called a pod, a bob, a harem, a herd, or a rookery.
Okay, so Skippy wants to know, when are you guys going to listen to my suggestion and watch Fate?
Never! Bwahaha! Probably later, honestly. Really, Boku no Hero was more of suggestions from everyone. Like, one or two I went like, okay, sure, fine. And I was busy. I had my master's degree to get through. And The Move. I didn't really start watching it until right at the end when almost everything was in boxes already. But the oh, there was a window. That's why that didn't work. Anyway, but like with
You're all the worst.
We love you, Skippy.
Oh hey, that's neat. A group of tigers is called a streak. A group of squirrels is called a bray or a scurry. And a group of rhinoceroses is called a crash.
uh-huh.
A group of porcupines is called a prickle.
That's adorable.
Okay. So, okay, a group of buzzards is called a wake. A group
Wait,
of
wait,
owls
wait.
is called a
Skippy,
parliament.
Skippy, are you talking about Fate or Boku no Hero?
You should start reading the manga. The whole first season is the first 2.5 volumes, so you get a lot in each volume. Okay.
Boku no Hero, not Boku no Pico, Affy.
What's a group of bandicoots called?
I don't know. That's not on the list I'm looking at.
I hope it's also a crash.
Let's see, ravens. A group of ravens is called an unkindness, apparently. I got it.
Okay, Boku no Hero is the story of a young man going to superhero school. Boku no Pico is the story of a fucking pedophile.
You really murked those first volumes to get that first season of the show. Ooh, a group of turkeys is called a raptor or a gang.
Apparently, bandicoot is the name of a group. It's a group of about 20 species of small, medium-sized... Oh wait, never mind. Bandicoots are apparently real. Good enough.
Okay, so a group of peacocks.
You're not aware that bandicoots were real animals?
No.
No wonder my friend was arrested at the library. Okay, so a group
Arrested. I thought you said so rested.
arrested. Okay, so a group of peacocks is called a muster or an ostentation.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Well, you know what, though? We need to get moving on to our next game.
Yay!
So, we are going to find a nice little corner to hide in. Like right over here by this chair. Ooh, money. And we are going to go back to our main menu. We're going to lose about 4 minutes, but oh well. And then we are going to take a small break and jump over into Kingdoms of Amalur. So we'll see you all in about 10 minutes. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Or rather, see you in a bit.
See